In this video, I'm going to be ranking every single Invincible and 100 overall card right now in NBA 2K25 My Team on a tier list here ranging from S, that does go all the way down to C tier, and currently in my team there is 2100 overall cards and also one Invincible, which is of course Kevin Durant. So I'll be ranking all of these cards on this tier list here, and of course I feel like you guys should know this, but none of these 100 overall cards, besides maybe a couple, are actually bad cards. I mean, every single 100 overall, besides honestly Patrick Ewing, I do think is very usable in game and are some of the best cards at their specific position. But I do think there's some that are definitely better than others. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below. First off, do you guys have any 100 overall cards on your guys' team? And also let me know if you guys could choose one 100 overall card or Kevin Durant, which card would you guys choose? Let me know down below in the comment section. But looking at the first 100 overall card is going to be 100 overall Chris Bosh. And if I'm being completely honest, compared to all of the best 100 overall cards in this game, I think Chris Bosh is probably B tier. I don't know if you can put this card in the A tier category. I think he's a good power forward. 6'11" at the 4, 7'3" wingspan. He does have really good stats and badges, of course. I mean, when we're looking at all of these cards on this tier list, we're not going to be really looking at any of these cards' stats and badges because they're all going to be completely maxed out and some of the best cards in this game on paper. But where it comes to, or it comes down to, the jump shot, the dribble six, all of the type of animations, and maybe some tendencies as well. And the jump shot, I think, is good, but I don't think it's one of the best jump shots in this game when we're talking about all of these 100 overall cards that usually do have the best jump shots. And I think his dribble sigs are good. I wish he did have a better behind the back, but overall, I mean, Chris Bosh is an amazing card. Definitely one of the best power forward cards in my team. But again, we're talking about the best cards in this game, like 100 overall MJ, who I think is probably A, but I do think he's very high A tier. I only want to have realistically like the best of the best cards at each position in the S tier category, and I think 100 overall MJ just barely misses out, even though I think he's still one of the best offensive cards in this game. His jump shot is elite, but I do think I'm gonna have to keep him in the A tier category because we got cards like 100 overall Yao Ming that I do think are gonna be an S. And Yao Ming is seriously one of the best cards we've probably ever seen in my team history. Like, this 100 overall Yao is, to me, either the best card in this game or the second best card in this game. He is a 7'6" center, 7'9" wingspan that has 97 speed, 97 agility. This card is seriously broken. His jump shot is also amazing now that it's on very quick timing. His dribble sigs are actually good as well. Like, he's got the Kyrie Irving size up, the Russell Westbrook dribble style, even like Kobe escape, LeBron behind the back. This card's able to move nicely. His jump shot is great, and he's 7'6" with pretty much 99 speed. I'm telling you guys, this card is completely broken. Easily the best or the second best card in the game. Talking about 100 overall Curry, again, a great card. I think this card is still very usable. I think this card you can have a lot of success with, and I think Steph Curry is very fun to use in my team. But again, we're talking about the best of the best cards in this entire game. There's got to be some cards in the lowest tier, in the C tier category. So yeah, I do think Curry is probably one of the weaker 100 overall cards, even though I do think he's good. 6'3" point guard, 6'3" wingspan. The jump shot is good. The fade is obviously really good. The dribble sigs are good. Like, this card's definitely good on paper. But again, he's only 6'3" at point guard. When we're talking about the best cards at each position, I do think Curry's got to be in C tier. Talking about Shaq, 100 overall Shaquille O'Neal, I think he's A tier. This card is still one of the best bully ball power forwards or centers in this game. He still has a really good jump shot. I think he's actually got really good movement and really good dribble sigs for a center card. But again, I don't know if he's in the S tier category anymore. Talking about Vince Carter, I think he's good, but I think his lack of, maybe not defensive stats and badges wise, but he doesn't really play like the best of defense in game, and I think his dribbling animations are sort of overrated. Like, the De'Aaron Fox dribble style isn't the best or second best dribble style in the game in my personal opinion. The CJ McCollum size up isn't all that amazing. The Kobe escape is good, but it's not one of the best escapes in the game, and the Anthony Edwards behind the back also isn't that great. So you're looking at a card that does have a good jump shot, does have the Pro 2 fade, but his movement isn't really that great. Again, compared to the best of the best cards, the best 100 overall cards, I just don't think Vince Carter can be any higher than B tier. Talking about Invincible Kevin Durant, the only Invincible in my team, I do wonder when we're going to be getting our next Invincible card. I don't think they'll be dropping Invincible cards in packs now. Like, I don't think it'll be this Friday we're getting Invincible LeBron. I doubt it. I mean, maybe, but I don't think we'll see Invincible cards probably until the new season. I think they'll be like the headlining cards in season number 7. But talking about Kevin Durant, a 6'10" shooting guard, 7'5" wingspan. I mean, him and Yao are easily the two best cards in this game, and they're both going to be in the S tier category. This card comes with 12 legend badges equipped, the only card in the game that does, and he's got every single legend badge in this game for shooting, besides mini marksman, which he doesn't really need. His stats are obviously perfect. They gave him the Julian Strother base. His jump shot is elite. His fade is still one of the best fades in this game, and then they gave him pretty much the best dribble sigs at each, kind of animation. He's got the Darius Garland dribble style, the best dribble style in the game. The Steve Francis size up, probably the best size up in the game. The Curry escape, I don't think is the best escape, but it's a very good escape, and then also does have Trey behind the back, which you can make an argument is the best behind the back in the game. So overall, this Kevin Durant is completely souped out to the max, and I think is easily one of the best 100 overall cards / invincibles in my team. Talking about Carmelo Anthony, again, sort of on that MJ and Shaq level where they're so good at their position. They're probably number 2 or number 3 at their specific position, but they're just not the best of the best 100 overall cards in this game. But Carmelo Anthony is still elite offensively and one of the best 100 overall cards in my team. Talking about Kristaps, I think he's on that same tier as Shaq, where again, really good at their position, top 3, top 4, but they're just not the best of the best. I really like Kristaps' jump shot though. He's a 7'2" card that can play power forward too. He has great size at the power forward position. I just do think there are better power forward options. Patrick Ewing, probably the worst 100 overall card in this game. Like, they really did this card dirty, and I don't know really why he got a 100 overall card this early on when there's cards like Giannis, LeBron. I guess it's because it's the Tuesday drop, and they need to have some 100 overall cards really not be the greatest to kind of give troll pulls in the Hall of Fame boxes, because Patrick Ewing is just not that good. His jump shot is horrible. He does have the Pro 2 fade, and he does have some very solid dribble sigs for a big man card, but that jump shot is awful. He's not like a horrible card necessarily compared to like other power forwards, but compared to 100 overall cards, he's definitely one of the worst, if not the worst. Talking about maybe one of the best is going to be this new 100 overall Wilt Chamberlain. I think he is right now the only card in the game that has any sort of chance of guarding that 100 overall Yao Ming card, just because he's got an 8-foot wingspan, he's 7'1", he gets great defensive animations, and on the offensive end, he's got the Pro 2 fade, a really good jump shot, one of the best catch and shoot jump shots it seems like in this entire game, and he's also got decent movement with like the Russell Westbrook dribble style. The Kemba escape is good as well, so you have some movement on this card. You have an elite level jump shot, Pro 2 fade, but I'm talking about him guarding Yao Ming is probably the only card in the game that has a chance to do so. Shaq has no chance. Kristaps has no chance to guard a card like Yao, and Wilt is an absolute beast. I think he's the best defensive card in this entire game. He's got almost every single Hall of Fame defensive badge, besides off-ball pass and pick dodger as well. Looking at the next 100 overall card is Timmy D, and I think he's either the best or the second best 100 overall card, or sorry, power forward in the game. I think him and Wilt are the 2 best power forwards by far, and I think Tim Duncan is going to be in the S tier category when we're talking about his Pro Pass card. Now, his non-Pro Pass card I don't think is an S tier, but his Pro Pass version has the KPJ base, one of the best bases in this entire game, so his jump shot is elite. He's also got the Pro 2 fade, Darius Garland dribble style, Curry size up, Kemba escape, and Trey behind the back. They made Tim Duncan honestly move like a point guard with an elite level jump shot. I think you got to put him in the S tier category. I think Shea, you also got to put in S tier. I think he's the new best point guard in this game. I do think he's slightly better than MJ. His sigs are better. His movement is better. His jump shot is maybe not as good as MJ's, but he also does get better standing dunk animations than Michael Jordan. But I do think those cards are obviously very close at the point guard position. Talking about Chris Webber, he's still the best small forward in this game. But when we're talking about the best 100 overall cards, is he as good as Shea, Tim Duncan, Wilt, Yao, and Kevin Durant? I'm going to say honestly no. Even though he's the best at his position, I do think he's the best small forward in this game, if we're of course not counting Kevin Durant because he's more of a shooting guard. I do think Chris Webber though is going to be in the A tier category. Talking about the free level 40 100 overall Tim Duncan, I think is a great power forward card, but I do think he's most likely going to be in B. I don't know if he's good. I don't think he's as good as Shaq at power forward. I don't think he's as good as Kristaps at the power forward position, but he is still a great option as a 100 overall card. I think Clay realistically is probably one of the weaker 100 overall cards. I do think Clay is a bit underrated. Like, I think he's, kind of overhated on. He's still a really good card. He's 6'6" at shooting guard, 6'9" wingspan. His jump shot's good on very quick. He's got the Pro 2 fade. I do think his dribble sigs could be better. Like, Jamal Murray size up isn't the best. Jalen Green dribble style isn't the best in the game either. So this card's good. But again, I do think when we're talking about the best of the best 100 overall cards in this game, you got to put Klay Thompson in that C tier category. Talking about Luka Doncic, I think for me, probably B tier. B tier alongside Devin Booker. They're good point guard options, but they're just not on the same tier as 100 overall MJ. Talking about Tracy McGrady, this is probably the hardest decision of this entire tier list, because, like, do you put T-Mac in S? Do you put T-Mac in A? it is such a close conversation, and I'm going to give the slight edge to putting Tracy McGrady in the S tier category. I do think he's the second best shooting guard besides Kevin Durant, and I do think he's better than Chris Webber, MJ, and all of these amazing cards in A tier. Blake Griffin, I think, is going to be an A tier. He's such a good small forward card. He is super well rounded with a great jump shot. And then I think Penny Hardaway is also going to be in that A tier category. I do think he's better than Luka and Devin Booker by not quite a bit, but I do think he's significantly better than those 2 point guards. So guys, in my opinion, this is going to be my ranking of every single 100 overall card currently in my team, also plus that Invincible Kevin Durant. But let me know in the comment section down below, what would you guys change about my tier list, and let me know what 100 overall cards do you guys currently have on your My Team squad, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.